Okay, if you are in 7 Excel, we are working from the Advanced 2 textbook. If you are in Math 8, we are working from the Course 3 textbook. We are doing lesson 5.3, example 3, and it can be found on page 220. Okay. So here we go, real life application. So for those of you who are asking, oh, when am I ever going to use this stuff? Well, here you go. You buy 8 hostas and 15 daylilies for $193. Your friend buys 3 hostas and 12 daylilies for $117. Write and solve a system of linear equations to find the cost of each daylily. Okay, so we have 8 hostas plus 15 daylilies for $193. Then my friend bought 3 hostas plus 12 daylilies for $117. And we want to know the cost of each daylily. So since we want to know the cost of each daylily, we can eliminate the hostas. Okay, we need to find the least common multiple between 8 and 3. The least common multiple between 8 and 3 is 24. And I need one of them to be positive and one of them to be negative. So I'm going to multiply this top equation by -3 and this bottom equation by 8. That should give us numbers where we can eliminate the hostas, this common term. Okay, let's use the distributive property. -3 times 8h is -24h. -3 times 15d is -45d. And -3 times $193 is -$579. Okay. 8 times 3h, 8 times 3 hostas is 24 hostas. 8 times 12 daylilies is positive 96 daylilies. And 8 times $117 is $936. I now have a system of equations where this like term cancels or is eliminated. My hostas, they cancel each other. They are eliminated. So -45 daylilies plus 96 daylilies is 51 daylilies. -$579 plus $936 is $357. I want to know how much each daylily costs. So I need to isolate my variable, isolate the D. I'm going to divide this side by 51. And what I do to one side, I must do to the other. D equals $7. So each daylily costs $7. I'm done. I do not have to go back and substitute D into one of these equations to figure out the price of the hostas. Because the question asked me, how much does each daylily cost? Well, I answered that question. Each daylily costs $7. So I'm done. I do not have to go back and substitute. So let's do another one. A landscaper buys 4 peonies and 9 geraniums for $190. Another landscaper buys 5 peonies and 6 geraniums for $185. Write and solve a system of linear equations to find the cost of each peony. Okay, so I bought 4 peonies plus 9 geraniums for $190. Another landscaper bought 5 peonies plus 6 geraniums for $185. And we want to know what the cost of each peony is. So we can get rid of or eliminate the geraniums. We're going to eliminate the geraniums. So to eliminate the geraniums, I need the least common multiple between 9 and 6. So I think that's going to be 18. So I need one of these to be positive 18G and the other one to be negative 18G. And it doesn't matter which. So I'm going to multiply my top equation by -2 and my bottom equation by 3. Because 2 times 9 is 18 and 3 times 6 is 18. So -2 times 9 is -18 and 3 times 6 is positive 18. So when I rewrite my new equations, these will cancel each other. The geraniums will be eliminated. So I've got -2 times 4p equals -8p. -2 plus 9 geraniums equals -18 geraniums. And -2 times 190 is -380. Now let's do our bottom equation. 3 times 15p equals 15p. 3 times 5p equals 15p. 3 times 6g equals 18g. And 3 times 185 equals 555. So I now have a system of equations where this like term cancels itself. They cancel each other. So they have been eliminated. So -8p plus 15p is 7p equals -380 plus 555 is 175. I want to know the cost of each peony. So I need to isolate this variable. So I'm going to divide by 7. What I do to one side, I must do to the other. So P equals 25. So the cost of each peony is $25. I am done. The question asked me, how much does each peony cost? I do not have to go back and substitute this into an equation to find out the cost of the geraniums. I'm done. I answered the question. So we're going to do one more. Okay, let's go ahead and do our last example. There are 340 calories in 2 cups of cereal with 1 cup of milk. There are 570 calories in 3 cups of cereal with 2 cups of milk. Write and solve a system of linear equations to find the number X of calories in 1 cup of the cereal without milk. Okay, so what this is telling me, 340 calories is equal to 2 cups of cereal plus 1 cup of milk. Then 570 calories is equal to 3 cups of cereal plus 2 cups of milk. And we want to know how many calories are in 1 cup of cereal. So we can eliminate, we want to get rid of the milk. So what is a common multiple, the least common multiple between 1 and 2? It's going to be 2. And I need one of these to be positive and one of these to be negative. And since this is already positive 2, I'm going to multiply this whole top equation by negative 2. So negative 2 times 340 is negative 680. Negative 2 times 2c is negative 4c. And negative 2 times 1m is negative 2m. Now, we don't need to alter this equation at all. So we've got 570 equals 3c plus 2m. We now have a system of equations where this like term cancels itself. They cancel each other. Negative 2m plus 2m cancel. They are eliminated. So negative 680 plus 570 is negative 110. Negative 4c plus 3c is negative 1c. I want to isolate my cereal. I want to isolate that variable. I don't like this negative, so I'm going to divide by negative 1. What I do on one side, I must do on the other. So 110, negative 110 divided by negative 1 is positive 110. My negative 1's cancel. So there we go. 1 cup of cereal has 110 calories. I have answered the question. How many calories in 1 cup of cereal? I do not need to go back and substitute 110 into C to find out how many calories in the milk. I don't need to do that. The question, the problem, only asked me how many calories in 1 cup of cereal. So I am done.